Hey everyone, welcome back to our Italian adventure. If you missed part 1, where we chased gondolas in Venice, devoured lasagna in Bologna, and fell in love with Verona, hit the link above to catch up. Today, in part 2, we start with a whirlwind romance in Florence, then call Siena home for days of wine, pasta, and dreamy Tuscan Hills. From there, it's seaside bliss along the Cinque Terre, and finally, a couple of vibrant days of style and aperitivo in Milan. Let's go. We begin in Florence, a city that has completely stolen our hearts, a place we always find our way back to whenever we're anywhere in Europe. From the magic of the Duomo at sunrise to the hidden trattorias down cobblestone lanes, Florence feels like home every single time. On this trip, we checked into Hotel Pendini. It's perfectly placed between Piazza della Repubblica and the Arno, just steps away from everything you want to see. The breakfast buffet is amazing and the standard rooms were pure comfort. Just steer clear of those attic rooms with their claustrophobic spiral staircase and squeaky pipes. Trust us, the first night was an adventure on its own until they kindly moved us down to a quieter suite. Our first stop was dinner at Pizzeria Zera, tucked away in the back streets like a delicious secret. This spot is really special to us. Back in 2018, we learned to perfect the Neapolitan pizza at the attached Bavero Academy, then returned in 2019 for a full-day refresher. Tonight, we skipped the workshop and jumped straight into the masterpieces, catching up with the team and savouring what we still insist is Florence's best pizza.
We are sitting inside of the deck oven that we trained on at the
Pizza
Academy, Pizzeria Zera,
in
Firenze.
Sì. Salute. And the owner remembers us, which is good.
I've been dreaming about this for 5 years.
The Massey special.
The Massey special.
The Massey
Oh,
special.
listen.
Oh, look at the crust.
Oh, I wish I had a smell-o-vision. This is amazing.
Yum. The Parmigiana. Buonissima. Oh, the Massey special.
Day 2 started early for us. We kicked off with a cultural power move, securing early bird tickets to the Uffizi Gallery. We managed to breeze past the sleeping crowds like Renaissance VIPs, saved €6 and dodged all the selfie sticks by entering before 8:55 a.m. Inside, it was almost just us, Botticelli and a whole lot of jaw-dropping masterpieces.
We are in Vino Veritas, a beautiful, beautiful wine bar and Cinque in Florence.
That night, Florence delivered us yet another amazing meal, this time at Ristorante Matto Matto, a cosy spot tucked away from the crowds. I couldn't resist the cacio e pepe, silky and peppery, while Jace went straight for the lasagna, rich, layered and just perfect. We shared a crisp salad drizzled with olive oil and balsamic, and of course a bottle of the house red, because in Italy even the house wine is a masterpiece. After dinner, we wandered past the Duomo. The piazza was alive, locals and travellers soaking in the balmy breeze, the cathedral glowing like a beacon in the night. Florence doesn't just feed you, it wraps you in beauty and doesn't let go. We woke on our final morning in Florence to church bells and music drifting from the cathedral. On the way to check out, the city was already buzzing. Crews and banners were setting up the piazza for the Tour de France. Unfortunately, we're a few days early, but the excitement was contagious. And just like that, it was time to bid farewell to Firenze, jump on the bus and head towards our next adventure in Siena. Our base for the next 3 days was the stunning city of Siena. From the soaring stripes of the Duomo to the heart-shaped sweep of the Piazza del Campo, this walled city breathes light and history. Now it's time to relax, explore the Tuscan Hills and taste its culinary wonders and world-class wines. Nestled in the heart of Siena, Villa del Sol blends Tuscan charm with boutique elegance, where every sunrise over the rolling hills feels like a private masterpiece out the window.
Buonasera from the Villa del Sole, Siena.
Into a quiet corner of Piazza del Mercato, we stumbled across Gino Caccino D'Angelo, a local favourite with serious flavours happening. Think gourmet sandwiches stacked with Tuscan goodness, best enjoyed with a cold local beer and a view of Siena's timeless charm. Completely unpretentious and absolutely unforgettable.
Buonasera from Siena. We're in the main town square where they have the crazy horse race that we saw on the TV just setting up as next week. We're going to miss it, unfortunately, like the Tour de France. But yeah, insane. They ride bareback around this square and they're set up ready for it. Insane. The town competes, the different districts of the town against each other. They're going back hundreds and hundreds of years. It's insane. I've seen it on the TV last night when we were in Bologna. And it's not level or flat as well. That makes it even more craziness. And riding bareback.
A quick stroll from Piazza del Campo brought us up to the Siena Duomo. Completed in the 14th century, this stunning cathedral, Santa Maria Assunta, greets you with bold black and white marble stripes, a carved Gothic facade, and a breathtaking interior full of frescoes and inlaid marble floors.
Duomo, wow, that's a real goat up there. Very rich town. Apparently the first place that they made the travellers' checks on the great pilgrimages around Europe. Wealthy people used to stop here and drop off their gold and silver and get a traveller's check. Well, the very first of its kind.
Day 2 in Tuscany, a day shaped by slow roads, small towns and unforgettable food. So this morning we've hired a car and we're tracing the famous Chianti Giana, the iconic winding road straight through the heart of Chianti. We spent the morning drifting from village to village, stopping whenever something caught our eye. Tiny piazzas, quiet streets, and those little moments that make this region feel so alive.
Yeah, there is Tuscany. What's that town called, Dale, we're going to? Panzano. Oh, there's some nice Chianti grapes growing for the wine. Wow. That's pretty spectacular, isn't it?
We made our way to Panzano for lunch for something pretty special. A food truck with a twist. No fuss, no frills, just honest, delicious lunch, served with a view that made every bite taste even better. Simple, surprising, and exactly the kind of discovery that makes road tripping through Tuscany so special.
That's a small food truck. Look at that. Look at the drive.
That's it. Oh, no. That's it.
We have a food truck at
We
home.
have a food truck in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah,
Pizza.
Pizza.
Wood-fired pizza.
Original, yeah?
Sì, grazie.
Tonight we're eating at the restaurant. Yeah?
We meet at the restaurant.
Ah, see you tonight.
Grazie. The olives growing?
Yeah.
Walking through the vineyard to go for a wine tasting. We will see if it's open. Probably not.
Tuscany wineries aren't like Australia. You can't just roll up and start sipping. You need to book. We learned that the hard way, getting turned away all through Chianti, again and again. To our surprise, it was still open, and as last customers of the day, we squeezed in a quick tasting and picked up a bottle of Chianti Classico to enjoy later in the trip. After a full day of exploring, we made our way back to Panzano for the main event, dinner at Macelleria Dario Cecchini. Dario Cecchini believes every part of the animal deserves respect. His menus celebrate nose-to-tail cooking, turning humble cuts into joyful Tuscan feasts. True to his word, the chef from the food truck hooked us up with the prime dinner spot.
Hey, look at that. Oh, I smell the charcoal. Smells fantastic. The flies are in town. Lucky's kept it covered. Oh my god, look at this stuff.
Steak for dinner tonight. All of this. Oh my god. Look at that bistecca. Oh my goodness. And here's some that they're already cooking over the charcoal, and it smells incredible in here.
Buon appetito.
Buon appetito.
Vegetarians take cover. Dinner here is a carnivore's dream. Cecchini's nose-to-tail philosophy comes at you course after course, from silky tartare all the way to the legendary bistecca alla fiorentina. The wine is flowing, conversations are buzzing, and if you like your steak well done, you are definitely in the wrong place.
That's a lot of meat over there. He's taking off.
Meat was accompanied by white beans and a jacket potato served with Chianti butter made from pork fat. And after all those courses, it was finally time for the bistecca.
Benvenuti all'officina della bistecca! Assaggio di carpaccio, panzanese, pancia etrusco, ecco a voi Sua Maestà, la bistecca alla fiorentina! E ricordatevi sempre, to be or not to be. Buona presa a tutti, grazie!
To finish, grappa, espresso and olive oil cake. A simple and perfect end to a magnificent dinner. This beef masterclass is wildly popular and sells out really fast. So lock in your spot early. The link's waiting for you in the details below. After a few weeks of bouncing from city to city, we finally hit that point where our brain said, enough. We needed a slow day, a chill day. So with the car already ours and zero plans to rush anywhere, we pointed ourselves towards Saturnia for the famous thermal hot springs. Heading south, our first stop was Montalcino. This gorgeous hilltop town is known for Brunello, but even we couldn't justify a wine at about 9:30 in the morning, so a beautiful espresso it was. From there, we definitely took this scenic route. Not on purpose, but honestly, no regrets. The drive felt endless in the best way. Rolling vineyards, forests, those postcard perfect vistas that make you pull over every 5 minutes just for one more shot. And then finally, Saturnia. After hours on the road, the steam rising from the springs felt like a welcome sign just for us. While Sardinia might look like a hidden gem on Instagram, let's be honest, it's not exactly a secret. There are a lot of people. Still, somehow, once you slip into those warm, milky blue pools, it feels like you've carved out your own little pocket of calm. The sound of the waterfalls, the steam rising, the minerals working their magic, it's impossible not to relax. We floated, soaked, people watched, and for the first time in weeks, we actually slowed down. No schedule, no rushing, just beautiful hot springs and great vibes. Back in Siena, we wrapped the day and our whole Tuscan chapter with one last dinner in the city. And not just anywhere, our table was literally set on the track laid out for the paleo race happening later that week.
Where are we, Jason?
We are in the track of the race for Saturday. They've even put down the stuff over the cobblestone for horses to run on. We're sitting on top of that eating dinner. It's quite funny.
Yeah, we're on the racetrack, ready for the paleo. What a view. What a view.
Only in Italy do you casually eat pasta on a centuries-old horse racing circuit like it's no big deal. The perfect end to a perfectly slow day. After jumping on the train in Siena, we swapped Tuscan Hills for the coastline and rolled straight into the stunning Cinque Terre. For the next 3 days, Manarola was home, a tiny cliffside village with big personality. We checked into Casa Monica, this cute little apartment tucked close to the waterfront with views that honestly felt like they were painted on. Once we settled in, we wandered down to the famous seafront, crowds splashing in the water, kids launching themselves off rocks, that classic summer chaos that somehow just works here. And then the magic moment. The sun dropped over the Ligurian Sea and the whole village turned gold. Our first evening in Manarola, and it already felt like we'd stepped into a postcard. This morning in Manarola was pure magic.
Buongiorno from Manarola. Here's our gorgeous town this morning. Ferry heading out. Tourists coming in. This is where we're staying, just above on that cliff with pretty nice views.
We set off with zero plan and somehow stumbled into a hidden swimming nook that looked straight out of a dream. And honestly, every corner we turned was like, oh look, another amazing view. Cinque Terre really doesn't know how to be subtle. Then it was time for the famous pesto making class at Nessun Dorma. We booked the afternoon session so we could roll straight into cocktails and sunset afterwards without having to queue again. Highly recommend this hack. Just let the staff know when you arrive so they can reserve your table for later. We wandered in, found a spot and put our aprons on, ready to learn the secrets of the perfect pesto.
Basil into the iced water. Different. Oh, look, we're still working.
It all starts with the freshest, most aromatic basil leaves. And our instructor walked us through the traditional mortar and pestle method used here for generations.
Oh, don't lose a point.
Come on! Die!
Result? Easily the best pesto we have ever tasted.
Salute!
Thanks to our clever timing, we slid straight over to a waterside table afterwards. No queue, no stress, and celebrated our pesto making efforts with more delicious cocktails and a bite to eat. We savoured every moment as the sun melted into the sea. The perfect end to another perfect day in paradise. Day 3 started a little slower. a mid-morning train ride all the way to the far end of the Cinque Terre, Monterosso al Mare, the biggest, flattest and busiest of the 5 villages. As soon as we stepped off the train, it felt different. Wide promenades, long sandy beaches, and those iconic orange and blue umbrellas lined up in perfect rows along the beach. At the far end of the beach, we stopped to see the Gigante, the massive Neptune statue carved into the rock, weathered and damaged now, but still such an impressive relic. Next up was Vernazza, often called the most beautiful of the 5 villages, and honestly, it's easy to see why. Colourful houses wrapped around a natural harbour, a medieval castle watching over it all, and steep little streets leading down to the water. We wandered through the village to the waterfront. Lunch was at Taverna del Capitano, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it was the best seafood pasta I have ever tasted. Fresh, simple, and absolutely perfect. After lunch, we jumped back on the train, this time heading straight to the other end of the Cinque Terre. We decided to skip Cornelia and the hundreds of steps up to the village, continued past our home base of Manarola, and arrived in our final village of the day, Rio Maggiore. We wandered briefly through the main streets before heading down to the very busy waterfront to watch some very, very brave people launching themselves off the cliffs into the water below. First, one guy jumping gracefully into the water below. Then, his little brother, who didn't need much encouragement, proudly jumping into the water to the sound of cheers and applause from everybody watching. But it was this third guy who we watched and waited, and finally, after a bit of encouragement from his mates below, he launched himself headfirst off the cliff with a magnificent belly flop. Eventually, we squeezed onto a crowded train back to Manarola, just in time for one last sunset from our balcony. The sky turned gold, and it felt like the perfect farewell to this stunning region. Cinque Terre, truly unforgettable. Our final Italian chapter brought us to Milan, a city that hits you with energy the moment you arrive. We checked into Hotel HD8, perfectly perched across from the central station with front row views of that stunning old railway building.
Sì, adesso dal punto di vista proprio emotivo e mentale bisogna cercare di non uscire, di non accusare proprio il colpo. Succederà invece il contrario per l'Inghilterra, che deve solo cercare di equilibrarsi dal punto di vista tattico, perché
When the final whistle blew, we wandered over to Mercato Centrale for a casual dinner. It's a buzzing food hall attached to the station, packed with every kind of Italian comfort food you could ever imagine. And purely for research purposes, of course, we had to order pizza. Day 2 was all about diving into the heart of the city. We wandered through the centre, weaving between high-end shops, grand boulevards, and those iconic Milanese arcades. Then, of course, it's time for something to eat.
Okay, this is Panzerotto Luini, highly recommended by our hotel. And you'll be able to see in a second the crazy queue of people on both sides of the road just lining up to get this insanely good fried pizza. So this is the queue. Jason's in the queue at the moment. other way.
Inside the counters, a full spread, fried and baked panzerotti in every flavour. Mozzarella, tomato, salami, ham and cheese, spinach ricotta, tuna, olives, mushrooms, even chocolate and custard.
Okay, so I've gone for a sweet one today, and it is a custard and mixed berry. Looks pretty delicious, almost looks like a shortbread. Here we go. It's like shortbread. Yum.
Mine is mozzarella e salumi, so it's hot salami and mozzarella. It's kind of a fried bread, how it should be. Good.
Oh, wow, it smells good.
Tastes good.
It smells really good, yeah.
Our next stop for the day was the Duomo. The rooftop was calling. We bought timed tickets, hopped into the lift, and in a few heartbeats, we were on the first terrace, the city suddenly below us. Up here, it doesn't feel like a viewpoint so much as a marble forest. The terraces thread between 135 ornate spires and a silent crowd of over 3,400 statues, all carved from marble. Saints, gargoyles, and tiny architectural surprises at every turn. The Duomo is a project of centuries. Construction began in 1386 and the final touches stretched across generations. Walking the rooftop helps you understand why it took so long. Every spire, buttress and statue is both decoration and structure. And there she is, the Madonnina, gilded copper that's watched over Milan since 1774. From the terraces, you can get close enough to appreciate how she crowns the whole cathedral. We took the lift up, but chose to walk down the 200 stairs. It's definitely the best way to see inside the structure, the way the city drops away step by step, and to catch those beautiful views through inside of the cathedral. If you only do one thing in Milan, the rooftop walk should definitely be it. Up-close Gothic drama, a golden guardian above, and a view that makes the city feel both tiny and monumental at the same time.
Our final night in Milan, and we are having dinner as recommended by Stanley Tucci at Osteria del Treno. And a lot of the decor, which Jason I'm sure will spin around and show you at some point, suitcases and all sort of trading. It's like we're sitting in a waiting room at the train station.
Isn't it something to do with the union workers for the train? Something like that, I think.
Right, we are going to have the traditional dish of Milan, the risotto alla milanese, and all other lovely things as well.
Salute. Limoncello, then Aperol.
Grazie mille.
Followed by some nice Bollicella and Chianti.
To start our incredible meal, a few shared small plates.
It's beautiful wine.
It is nice. I did suggest it. So that's the marrowbone with your Milanese and saffron.
There we go. 3. Oh, look at that.
To finish, panna cotta and one last glass of Vinsanto. And just like that, our 6 incredible weeks across the UK and Europe came to an end. From city skylines to seaside cliffs, rooftop spires to late night food halls, every day felt like its own little adventure. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, follow and subscribe. It helps us keep creating and sharing more adventures with you.